This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Harrison versus Jones. You all are dating. You've been dating for 7 years now and been engaged for 2.5 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Harrison, why have you brought your fiancé to court today?
I brought him to court today because he's canceled the wedding 3 times, and I'm ready for us to move forward. I'm not cheating on him. I feel like he's accusing me of cheating because he wants to keep procrastinating the process of doing that. And today I just want to prove to him that I'm not cheating. And when he's ready, we can continue to do this.
Okay, so you are here to prove your innocence.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are giving him his ring back until he accepts that.
Yes.
Wow.
Mr. Jones, why are you here today?
I'm here today to really find out if she's really cheating or not. And maybe after that, we can move forward.
All right, so you've canceled your wedding 3 times because you believe she's cheating.
Yes.
And if you find out that she is cheating?
That's it. I can't marry nobody that's cheating on me. I mean...
So we've got a wedding on the line here.
Yes.
I mean, not just if we getting married, our relationship is on the line. We have 3 children together.
Okay. Wow, so we're talking about
we have a
family. Okay.
You've got a lot of time invested in your relationship. You've got 3 kids, so I know there were some happy times. Tell us about the happy times.
I remember we were at my mom's house. Our son was about to be born. Got the kids together. We had fun. That was the first time he had said that he loved me in front of everyone. He made me feel like this is what he wanted. At that moment, I knew, okay, I'm gonna marry him. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be together for a long time. It's just his whole thing about me being with other people.
Mr. Jones, how did you know this was the woman for you?
We met each other around 2007. And from that day, I knew, okay, well, this is who I want to be with. We started getting serious. I had cooked her a nice surf and turf dinner.
Okay, you know, ain't nothing sexier than a man in the kitchen. You do know that, right?
I know. You know, we sat down, we ate, we talked, we vibed. You know, it was nice. I love her.
Do you still get butterflies when you look at her?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute, he's blushing.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. There's no shame in your game.
Yeah. Butterflies, ain't nothing wrong with butterflies.
So, Ms. Harrison, because of the canceled wedding 3 times, you've brought a lawsuit against Mr. Jones, correct?
Yes.
All right. And what are you claiming in your lawsuit?
For the reception, we put a deposit down of $400, and it was non-refundable. At the last minute, he decided to tell me that he no longer wanted to do it because we needed more time.
Your Honor, yes, I canceled it, but that money came out of both of our accounts. So just as well if it was some of her money that went to it, it was as well as my money that went towards it.
And you believe you're entitled to that money back because he's canceled the wedding?
I could have used that on our children.
And how much did you put down?
$400.
$400. Do you have a receipt?
Yes.
Your Honor, as well,
Your Honor.
She say that that's just her money, but no, both of our money going in our account.
It's my money if you're gonna keep backing out. I can't we can't keep shelling out money for a deposit.
Mr. Jones.
I don't.
Okay. Mr. Jones, the name on the receipt says Jasmine Harrison.
Yes, because she took care of it. She put the deposit down, but it was our money. It came out of our account.
All right, we're gonna talk about the lawsuit in a minute. Right now, tell me why you believe she's cheating now.
We went to the grocery store one time. She told me she was going in to get one specific thing, come right out. Before that, this boy walked up that likes her, or that used to like her, or whatever the case was. She tell me, oh, that's him right there. So they both walk in the store. It was supposed to be an in and out thing. One thing, in and out. Okay, she was in there a little too long. I pulled in the handicap spot to get in front of the store. I got out the car.
What did you see when you went in the store in terms of their interaction?
I went in, she walked through the aisle he was, back around, and like she's trying to be seen by him.
What does that look like? I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Go to the back of the courtroom and show me what that looks like. Show me what she did.
Okay, these eyes, I'm looking here. I go over here and look here. I go closer to him, I look here. Just like I don't know what I'm looking for. or like I can't find what I'm looking for.
All right. Mr. Jones says he felt she was trying to be noticed. And, yeah. So what else did you see?
Hey, did you see him walk? He was doing nothing. There was nothing about that that made me think that.
And it does. Exactly what he did is what I was doing.
I'm
I
telling
was
you
looking
guys.
for something that I didn't know where it was.
All right, Miss Harrison, would you show me what you were doing? I need Mr. Cutler to see this.
I'm looking on the shelf. There's not here. So, okay, so I'm going to the next aisle. I'm looking on the shelf.
And so you're going back and forth between the cases.
You don't have to go back and forth. You can look at this aisle or look at this aisle and see what you have on it.
That's a man shopping. That ain't a woman shopping.
Okay.
That's a man shopping.
I'm just telling you, I know we hear a lot about women's intuition. Men know when women are trying to be noticed. I'm just telling you that.
How you know that?
Just trust me, I know.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to go with that. Okay. Let me just say this. Tell me that there's more to this story than the chip aisle that ring is sitting over there and you didn't cancel the wedding 3 times. There's got to be more to this than that. Oh. What we got? What we got? Oh. What we got? What we got?
Look how big these is. Audience, look at this.
Where you get those?
Where did
My
those come
house.
from?
From your house?
Yes.
You lost weight. You lost some weight?
No.
You didn't
I'm
lose
trying
weight.
to gain weight.
All right.
But
Yeah, what happened?
I come home from work one day. I see the shorts in front of the door. I'm like, okay, what these shorts doing here? Like.
Okay, wait a minute. In
what-
front of the door, like which side of the door?
And which door?
In front of our bedroom door.
So was the bedroom door open or closed?
It was open.
So they just sitting there, like somebody threw them there,
Like on the floor, yes.
and those aren't yours.
No.
Your Honor.
I'm just trying. I'm trying.
Does anybody else live in the home?
Just me, her, and the kids.
Okay.
And none of your kids are big enough to wear those shorts?
Ron, would you
I
please
hope
get
not.
those shorts, please?
Sure, yeah.
But no, they're
Those
not.
pants, before we moved in, he had a cousin as a roommate. His cousin is now deceased.
Oh.
We're cleaning out that house from when 2 other people used to live with him, and they were roommates, and we're still finding things.
how
we
all
still
of a sudden
have
they
things
just
of your
pop out?
grandmother's,
Okay.
and
So
she
these are
hasn't
size
lived there
40.
in years.
How long were you living in the house?
I moved in the house February of 2015.
15.
When did you find these shorts?
December, November of 16.
So more than a year later.
Where exactly did you
When
find
did
these?
we clean the house out from the people that used to live there?
Okay, when did you clean the house out from the people that used to live there?
Okay.
You ready? You can't answer that question because we're
Listen.
still cleaning the house out. from the
Okay,
people
no,
that
no.
used to live there.
But Your Honor, if we're cleaning the house out, and why are they out? Like, how they get out?
All right, you believe these shorts are the shorts of a man that she's sleeping with?
Yes.
You believe that?
I believe that. She used to date big guys, and she tell me she's attracted to big guys.
Did you tell him you like big boys?
That was a long time ago.
You like big?
How long is a long time ago?
That was like high school. I was attracted to the linebacker type.
All right, so here's my question. Has his suspicion of you caused him to do anything crazy?
Yes.
Tell me what that looked like.
We both have iPhones. iPhone comes with the feature of GPS, which initially was turned on so we can know where each other is. He travels back and forth to work.
So
He takes
what is-
advantage of the GPS
What's turned
and tracks
off?
where I am. I go to my mother's house one day and he asks me where I am. You know where I am, the GPS is on. So that's not good enough for you. I turn it off. He shows up to my mom's house just to make sure I'm there. While we're there, I have teenage brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest. Everyone is at my mom's house. She's cooking. So it's my brothers, their friends, and their friends' friends. So which one of them you sleeping with? All under the age of 16.
I did not come out and say which one of them you're sleeping with.
Okay, what did you say?
I say which one of them here for you.
So what did you say to that?
All of them.
Oh.
I have to be sarcastic not to get my feelings hurt.
This is hurting you.
It
Tell him
is.
how that makes you feel.
It makes me feel like you don't see any worth in me to feel like I would give myself away to anyone else when I'm trying to give myself to you.
Mr. Jones, do you have anything else that causes you to believe that she's cheating?
She used to be attracted to women, so I don't even know if she's more attracted to women than to men.
That's a negative because if I were
Because-
attracted to women, that is where I would be.
Well, no. Listen.
Well, let me ask. Have you dated women in the past?
Yes, Your Honor.
She tells me, Your Honor, that she's not more attracted to women than to me, but to other men. So what that tells me, like...
That he's the only one in the world that I want to be with. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Well, I saw some Facebook messages from a guy that she said she didn't date him, but they were just messing around or they just talking. Then all of a sudden, this guy gets a job at my job, and I know him from somewhere. I'm like, I can't put my finger on it. She sees him. She tells me that's the guy. So all of a sudden, she say, we only had sex one time. Maybe we chilled more than once.
No. Yes, this one guy, I did meet him. We only had relations once, and we hung out a few times. I don't feel you can question what I've done when we weren't together. I don't question what you have done when we weren't together.
Okay, so are you worried that she's still messing with him?
Not particularly him.
Okay.
Well, who?
I don't know who.
All right now I want to talk about the love suit, and let me make sure I got everything. You say that she's received Facebook messages from a guy. You go to the grocery store, and she's walking around like she wants to be seen by this ex-boyfriend. You find cargo shorts on the floor outside the bedroom in your home, and the cargo shorts don't fit you. And because of all of this, you think she's cheating.
Yes.
And Ms. Harrison, you say you're not cheating.
No.
You want to be his wife?
Yes, badly, like seriously. Like, that's all I've been talking about since we first met.
All right. To get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of a licensed private investigator. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are a licensed private investigator. What is the strangest place you've ever caught someone cheating?
Oh, wow. The strangest place that I've caught someone cheating, I would say, would be a park. They were engaged in intercourse outside in the park. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Well, the question is, what did you do to investigate today's case?
Well, today's case, what I did, I went undercover, and I posed as a person who was cheating, coming to court, and I was actually in a room with Ms. Harrison.
Do you recognize this man?
I do.
Okay. So you went undercover. She didn't know who you were.
She did not know who I was.
So how does going undercover help you to get to the bottom of what you're trying to get to the bottom of?
Well, going undercover, Your Honor, for me, it helps me to engage in conversation with the individual.
Okay.
Look at body language. See how they change their tone when they're talking to me. Read their behavior. But also, I befriend them. I let them think that I'm there for the same reason that they're there for.
And they kind of let their guard down.
So they kind of let their guard down to give me an opportunity to talk.
So you try to catch them in a lie or to admit things?
I try to catch them in a lie and to admit the purpose if she was cheating or not.
Ah. So what did you discover in this particular case?
Well, Your Honor, I do have a video that I brought as evidence.
All right.
Let's look at that.
If you want to take it there, then probably I have cheated. But I was honest about it. He knows about it. It was with an ex of mine. She called. We were friends. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I wasn't with him, we probably would try to be in a relationship again.
So you did cheat once on him?
I guess you can, yeah. Because it was a mental thing, and I did take it there mentally. Yes.
What did she do mentally?
Well, Ms. Harrison has levels of cheating. If you mentally engaged and that you want to be with somebody, then she believes that is cheating. And what she said there was a mental situation with her and another female.
Okay.
However, Your Honors, she did say that her fiancé or her boyfriend was aware of it.
Okay. So you're saying that it was never any physical contact
No.
with this lady. The only thing was there was an emotional bond.
Yes.
So, Mr. Eccles,
Yes, Your Honor.
were you able to find out if this relationship went any further than an emotional or mental connection?
Based on my conversation with Ms. Harrison, I found her to be very forthright And in my professional opinion, in doing these type of cases and undercover, she is not cheating with anybody.
I believe the investigator, and we can move past. I mean, because I love her, and if she's really not cheating, then we can really get married.
I like this part. Okay.
Come here, baby.
Now, Miss Harrison.
I don't want you to take it off no more.
Oh. Miss Harrison, in light of him telling you don't take that ring off no more, do you want to continue with your lawsuit or you want us to dismiss it?
No.
You want us to dismiss it?
Yes.
Your lawsuit is dismissed.
You all have married, you've been together for 5 years, you have 3 children between you and 10 children total, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
And allegations of cheating are jeopardizing your happy home.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Tinson, you've opened up this case today against your husband. Tell us why.
Well, Your Honor, I am a good woman. We have 10 children together, and I just want to get to the bottom of why he's cheating.
All right, Mr. Tinson.
Yes,
what are
ma'am.
you here to do?
I'm here to prove today that I'm not a cheater.
Okay.
I don't want to cheat on you. I love you too much to cheat on you. How could you even bring me here and say that I'm going to cheat on you?
Well,
love you.
like this. She brought you here and says you cheat. And there must be a basis for it. Have you always had these suspicions? What was it like in the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, Your Honor, he was very romantic. It seemed like after we got married, maybe the tables turned a little bit. But, you know, I work long hours, so when I come home from work, he'll have my bath water ready. He would rub my feet. He surprised me and buy me wigs. Your Honor, I love my wigs.
He buys you wigs.
Yeah, I love my wigs.
Yeah.
I buy a lot of things for Judge Cutler. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever bought you a wig.
I don't know that
I bought you
trust
clothes,
you
I
with a
bought you
wig, Mr.
shoes.
Cutler.
I'm not even.
You're wonderful with the shoes, with the purses, with clothes, but
Jewelry.
Don't
forget the
jewelry.
Don't forget the
You're very good with jewelry, but I'm not sure I would trust you with a wig.
But it's just the thought that counts, you know, the little things. Is
What did you love about her?
What I love about my wife, she sang for me. My wife makes songs. So I know she loves me because they come straight from her heart.
Now, see, she sings for him.
You don't want me to sing to you because I can't sing. If I sing to you, it will hurt your ears.
All right, tell you what. I won't buy you new wigs, and you won't sing for me. How's that? Is that a fair trade?
Bet.
All right, bet. Okay.
How do you go from buying wigs to accusing your spouse of
Tell you,
cheating?
Your Honor. First, I was pregnant with our 9th child. I was having pain, so I went to the hospital.
Okay.
They ended up keeping me, and I ended up having a baby. My husband was there, but he was so adamant about, you know, going home and, you know, dealing with the other kids. So he left, and I get a phone call from one of my friends telling me that they just seen my truck pull up to my house, and another female was with my husband going into my house with a white shirt and some booty shorts on.
What you say?
So I don't want to get
not
mad
true.
at the lady,
No,
you know what I'm saying,
no.
for
Hold
telling
on,
me
Mr.
this.
Vince.
So I just tell her, okay, I'll call you back. So I call my husband 10 times, Your Honor. I didn't get through. So
Friends
probably about
and
the 11th or the
marriages,
12th time that I called him, he answered the phone to reassure me that, you know, he wasn't doing anything. She's lying, she's jealous, she's just hating on me, you know. So I just hung up because I didn't want my pressure to go, you know, out the
back
roof.
up.
I'm ready to go home now,
Right,
you know.
right.
So they came and checked my vitals. I ended up having to stay another 2 days. So every time that my husband would call, you know, I wouldn't even, you know, talk to him on the phone or anything like that because I'm trying to get this pressure under control, you know, so I can go home. So whenever you have a baby, you can't just get released, you know. They won't just let you go home by yourself.
I have 3, so I know.
They notified my husband to come on up there and, you know, come get us. First, I don't see his face at first. I see his shoes. He got on his gaiters and a full suit, and he got his hair cut. Now, let me tell you about the haircut. Now, for the longest, he's been talking about cutting his hair, you know, for a better him, you know, and to be a new and improved for his boys and to set an example, you know.
True.
So when he come up there and he all dressed and impressed and his haircut like that, I know he guilty.
So you think
You're in the hospital.
Yes.
Having his baby.
His baby.
He's there for a while, but then he leaves, says he needs to go home and check on the other kid.
Right.
But then you get a call, and somebody says they see him going into your house with a woman in a white shirt and some booty shorts.
Black booty shorts. Black booty shorts.
All right.
Very specific.
Very specific. Mr. Tinson.
Wow.
Who was the woman in the white shirt and the black booty shorts?
Exaggeration.
Okay, did a lady come to the house?
A lady came to the house
What did she come to the house for?
to do my daughter hair.
She didn't come to do you.
No. No, ridiculous.
But you believe something else went down.
Yes, I do.
Why do you believe that?
Because, Your Honor, let me tell you about another time. When we were, I was at work one day and I called my husband on my lunch break and my husband told me that he got his taxes. So I'm all excited and happy because, my man got his money, his taxes, and
How much did he get?
My mind of what I'm gonna spend and, what I'm gonna do. When
You already spent the money.
Right.
So
Wait.
you got-
How much did he get?
$4,000.
$4,000.
Yes.
So you were for real getting ready to shop.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So
I didn't know if it was $4, $400, but $4,000.
$4,000.
So you've
Okay.
already spent his money.
Wait, let me.
That's
let me
what we
get
do.
to it. Hold
That's
on.
what-
now.
Don't act funny.
I thought you were the only one who did that.
No.
Yeah.
It's in our DNA to do that.
Soon as your man gets some money, you already spending it.
I'm helping you invest in a wise way.
Is that what you call it?
That's what I call it.
Wow.
I get a call. I'm on my way home from work from the school saying the kids never even got picked up. So I just, no problem. I just go get the kids. All this time goes by and still no husband. I didn't see him again until Friday, 12:30 p.m. So I'm thinking,
what happened?
Time.
So what? Oh, checkout time.
Checkout time.
All right. What happened when you did see him?
He had this bogus excuse that he was in the room with these two girls. Remind you, why are you even in a room with two girls?
No, that ain't
Mr. Tinson.
that ain't what
Mr.
happened.
Tinson, hold on.
Come on, that ain't what happened.
We're going to give you a chance. We
We'll
want to
give you a
hear her
chance.
side.
So they supposedly robbed him. Two girls, they robbed him.
Robbed him of what?
All the money. He had no money.
$4,000?
Okay, wait a minute. Why were you in the hotel room?
Okay. I got my taxes in. I went and got us an inn. Oh, sweet. Oh, nice.
You got us. Who's us?
Me and my wife.
Okay.
I want to do something special for her.
You were gonna do it up.
I was gonna do it up.
Okay, so what happened?
So my wife had like 4 more hours to get off work, right?
Right?
So I called my homeboy. I went and picked him up. I wanted to show him the room what I'm doing for my wife. He got people knocking on the door. I ain't gonna embarrass him.
So what
like that.
happened to the money?
What happened to the money?
We get there.
wanna know, Your
We get
Honor.
there.
What
We get there.
Well, we got the party.
You got the party
We
with
got
your
the party.
homeboy.
All I remember is I woke up the next day.
Hold on. Mr. Tillman, you said we got the party, so that's you, your homeboy, and whoever knocked on the door, right? And whoever knocked on the door, they were female, weren't they?
They were females.
See, I told you. I knew it.
Females and males.
Yeah.
They were females and males.
And the next thing you know,
I wake up the next morning with my pants on the hood, no cell phone, no money. So you know what I do? I go home.
But wait. What happened to the money?
I don't know what happened to the money. I got some things here y'all might want to see, some evidence.
Ron, would you get that evidence, please?
Yes.
This right here prove that we got females all over the world,
Hold on. Give it.
Yeah, just
all over the country, robbing males in hotel room.
You got proof of that.
I got proof of that. I did research.
Mr. Tinson, these are newspaper articles.
Exotic dance. Wait a minute, what's that say? Exotic
Exotic
dancers
dancers
rob
rob-
old man in his hotel room.
suite.
Right.
Okay.
Look
Okay.
at this.
Next,
Men robbed.
men robbed while they slept by 2 women in Manhattan hotel.
Anything
Okay, so you did this research to show what?
To show that I got robbed.
Because this is happening all over the country.
It's an epidemic.
Yeah. Tell me this is all you have.
No, Your Honor.
What else you got?
More. Okay. My husband always saying, I never give him any time to himself to be with the boys, So this particular time, boom, I tell him, go hang out with your boys. Go, have
Exactly.
you time,
That's
3
what a wife
o'clock,
does.
a.m. comes, my husband's still not home. Let me show you what I had to do at 3 o'clock in the morning, Your Honor.
Okay. You have an exhibit, so go ahead and show us.
What?
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was calling the taxi cab. This is where we at home.
Okay.
We go to the first motel.
Okay.
No car.
No car.
No husband. I get back in the taxi. I go to the second motel. No car. No husband.
All right, then where you go?
Get back in the taxi cab. We go to the third motel.
How many motels did you end up going
Hold
to?
on, let me get to that. No car.
Yeah, slow your roll.
No husband.
4,
Your
5,
Honor,
6.
we went to 7 more motels. I get to the 10th motel.
No.
And that's where I see my truck at, that motel. It took me 10 tries to get to this.
That's your truck.
That's my truck.
Parked at the
Parked
hotel.
in the hotel.
In front of the hotel.
What did you do when you saw your truck?
Well, it was
parked in
this lady
hotel?
that kept on peeping out of the room, right? So I'm thinking, she must got something to do with it. She keep on looking, at me and peeping at the car. So I go and kick the door in and look up under the bed and look all in the bathroom.
You kicked in the door in the hotel room?
And I put myself in danger because this lady could have did anything to me inside of her room. Come to find out, she didn't even have anything to do with it. She didn't even know who Larry was.
I'm not a cheater.
So she finally telling me I need to just get out of her room. So I'm thinking now, I'm looking like the crazy one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this lady's room. Soon as I step out the room, look who coming around the corner. There's Larry coming around the corner. Okay. So I just told him, just give me my keys, and I made him walk home. I got in the truck and I left him at that hotel.
All right, step back to the podium.
Mr. Tinson, when your husband tells you that he's going to hang out with the boys, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning he's still not home, and then she finds you at a hotel, that's not paranoia. That's actual facts.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What?
Who?
Who were you at the hotel with?
I was at the hotel room with one of my partners.
One of your partners?
One of my partners.
See,
Was one of your
Female partners?
Female?
It never stopped.
It was a man. Come on. Now you gave me permission.
Why can't you go to your house
club,
and hang out? Why
sports
can't you go to the
bar,
club,
a strip
sports
club,
bar,
I don't
a
go
strip
nowhere.
club? Why you suggesting a strip club?
Strip club, hotel, which would you prefer?
Neither.
I'm just saying.
I'm not picking either one of them. Don't suggest a strip club.
I think we've heard enough evidence.
I do too.
Because this is what it looks like. While your wife is pregnant having your child, you then go home where you're spotted with a woman wearing booty shorts going into your house while your wife is in the hospital. The tax refund that you lost because this band of women somewhere, lured you to a hotel room and took your money, and all of this because you think he's cheating.
Yes.
And if you do find out he's cheating,
What's gonna happen? Where does this relationship go?
I want a divorce.
You will end your marriage.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
This is, man, I understand that.
All right.
this court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is he cheating? At this time, the court would like to hear from private investigator Eric Eccles. Ron, please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. Step right over to the monitor.
Good day, Mr. Eccles. How are you?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
It's good to see you.
Good.
Tell us what your team did to investigate this case.
In this particular case, my role was to pose as a litigant, coming to court as if I was a person who was also cheating. My goal was to get Mr. Tinson to feel comfortable enough to talk to me to see if he also was cheating.
Were you able to get any information out of him during your investigation?
Yes, Your Honor, I was. It took him a minute, but eventually he started talking. What he said to me was actually very interesting, and I brought the tape.
She said I had sex at the house. Nah, I ain't never had sex at the house.
So you had sex somewhere else?
Right, she think I had sex at the house.
So if you...
The girl with in the hotel.
Okay.
So he confessed?
Yes, Your Honor, he did.
So it wasn't sex at the house, it was sex at the hotel.
Went at the house.
So you had sex with somebody else, it just wasn't at the house? It was at the hotel.
Sorry.
I told you he was a cheater. What you mean
Well,
you
you-
sorry? You sorry for what?
I'm sorry for making bad
You sorry
decisions.
for that you got caught?
I'm not sorry for being caught. I'm sorry for being a cheater.
You know, but you came in here and said, I'm gonna prove I'm not cheating. And then you sit down with part of our team, get to talking,
No.
and drop the bomb that you are, in fact, a cheater. And even as you are apologizing to her, it sounds fake. All I see is, oh, shoot, you caught me.
Miss
No.
Tinson,
And I see tears in her eyes.
why are there tears in your eyes?
Because this is a repeated thing and you can't feel my pain. So it's just like nothing to you. It's like, you'll do it again.
I mean it. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't do them and say I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
But it is more you can do. You can do more.
What do you want him to
I
do?
do whatever you want me to do. What you want me to do?
I want you to
My
stop.
family mean more.
How?
You mean more.
How, man? How?
Yeah, I just made bad decisions.
You all have been together for 6 years. You have 2 kids together. There was some infidelity early in your relationship, but you got past that. You're now engaged to be married. But this engagement that started on a mountaintop could very well go off a cliff depending on what happens in this courtroom today. Is that right, Ms. Gardner?
Yes.
Right. You've initiated this case. Tell us why, please.
There's been some warning signs. He's very flirtatious. He takes that flirtatious thing about himself outside of the house. Even I have reason to suspect that he's doing these types of things at work when you're supposed to just be making money and taking care of your family.
So he's working at work.
Working at work, exactly.
All right, Mr. Dick, so you working at work?
Yeah. Even though it is, no, not really. And I'll just go in there to just work. Like every day I go in, you know, have you.
But Ms. Gardner thinks you're cheating. What do you have to say about those allegations?
Yeah, it haven't really went past anything.
That's
because
a lie.
If you say.
That's a
but-
lie. I believe that when you step outside of your relationship, your mood changes. How you interact with the person changes. Everything's different. So that's what woke up my woman's intuition. It's just the difference in the way that he was dealing with me and handling me.
And so you've seen this difference.
Right.
And you think Mr. Dix is giving it to somebody else.
Correct.
Okay.
So tell me what you've seen that actually proves he's cheating.
One day when I was getting ready to go to work, I hear his phone go off. So, I turn around like, okay, that's kind of strange. So I turn around and of course the trust issues are there. If I trusted him, I would have just kept walking out the door, but I didn't trust him.
So it was strange to you that his phone rang when you were going out the door? I mean, his phone probably rings a lot. I mean...
No, it doesn't. That's the thing. So it alarmed me. It was right at the moment that I walked out the door.
And you're thinking to yourself, okay, who knows my schedule?
Exactly.
Like, okay, it's called the person, that's what she's thinking is that he's like, she leaves at this time, so the person got ahead of themselves. They should have given it.
That could be a coincidence.
Well, it could be, but when you already on high alert, you're like, what?
Right.
What is this?
Okay,
And then
I
I looked in his phone and I saw the text messages between him and a woman saying, would you like to come over to a house that, I invested in, for us to like our first starter family home, everything. And
He's inviting this woman
and you're
over?
inviting a woman over there. Exactly.
All right.
So, Mr. Dix, I guess it wasn't just a coincidence. I guess your
First-
phone's going off at that time for a particular reason.
No.
Who's this woman you invited over?
Yeah, it was somebody, but they didn't come over, and like I was texting them. Yeah,
Do you hear? Wait. Do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah.
It was somebody. I did text them. They didn't come over, so no harm, no foul.
Okay, so
Right?
wait.
Right.
Way back here, Mr. Color, when I texted them, that might be okay. But when you invited them over, that's,
Is that
step
where you
two.
drawing this line? Is that where you drawing the line?
This is the line right here. I invited them over. Because if they had come over, the question is, what happens?
It was just a friend, like.
And I'm not
Was it
sure
a female
she
friend?
came over.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no.
Like on everything, like it was just a female friend, but then nothing going to happen
No, because I saw text messages also approaching her sexually, telling her what you wanted to do to her, sexually, what you wanted her to do to you. I saw those text messages, and I also saw calls between you two in your call log. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
About your face.
So, Mr. Dix, are you giving this woman just step-by-step instructions? I want you to come over, and then I want you to do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Is that you just got just a manual just laid out there?
No, I didn't have no step, no plan A through Z. Nothing.
You're like,
okay, but here's the thing.
What you wanted her to do to you.
Mr. Dix, what you missing is you may not, and I'm not saying you didn't, but you may not have had a plan, but you don't know what her plan was. And she got you home alone. Yeah. This is an argument, a conversation Mr. Cutler and I've had over the years about how men don't recognize that sometimes you getting trapped in your own trap.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Ms. Gardner, is there anything else that makes you think that Mr. Dix is hunting for another woman?
He has a habit of being messy. One day, I got a phone call from him while he's at work, and he tells me that there's, some guy confronting him. So me being his woman, being very protective, and also not wanting his job to be affected, I was worried. So he did not tell me to come down there, but I took it upon myself. So when I got down there, I was approached by the male that he was having an altercation with. He explained to me the situation, why he confronted Marcus, and it's because his girlfriend at the time, he sent that girl a penis picture.
Mr. Dix did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, of course, her man got upset, confronted him at the job, and his mouth paid the price.
So did you send her a picture of your privates?
Yeah, the way I didn't really send it. Like,
No, you don't. Wait, hold it.
Mr. Dix.
Now we know where the name comes from, but.
Hey.
Here's my thing.
Exactly.
Is that a yes or no? Because you can't kind of send one of those pictures. You either do or you don't.
It wasn't on purpose. Because, we were getting into it.
We who?
Me and Sinicia.
Okay.
We would never, when we get into it, she always wound up leaving me.
Okay, speed this along and get to the part where you pressed send to send a picture of your product.
So I was on...
And it was accidental.
I was in my phone, and I would just, scroll, and then, when it stopped, then I got a lot of female.
Penis roulette you doing?
For it to be an accident.
Okay, wait.
No, hold on.
Is
this some kind of penis roulette you doing? You take a picture, you scroll down your phone,
It was
you hit, and that's
it
what
was
gets
a 50-50 chance that it might have been somebody that I worked with, and it was, so.
Okay, if this wasn't enough, has there been anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
We had another situation. One day, this girl, we were, bickering at the time and everything like that.
You mean you two were?
Yes, we
Came to
were.
my job with my clothes.
Yeah, and I did that. And so after that, I went outside and I was trying to calm down and everything like that. That's when my friend came outside and the girl confronted me about what he was doing. She said that he was being very flirtatious with her. He was making sexual passes at her. She said they touched each other sexually. And I did, ask a couple people up there because, he thinks everybody's his friend. And the people he talks to the most, the funny thing is they're the ones that talk to me the most.
They doing this.
Behind his back.
I don't say nobody up there is a friend. Nobody is a friend. I don't hang out with nobody. When I go to work, then I come home. Nobody from work come over there. I don't got nobody number. I don't hang out with nobody.
But Mr. Dix, you're doing everything. You may not hang out with him outside of work, but it sounds like you're doing everything at work. You're flirting. You all are sending text messages. All this is going on at work. Ms. Gardner, I see that you brought a witness with you.
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, would you stand, please, behind the podium? All right, and tell us your name.
My name is Mira.
All right, your last name?
Jenkins, Mira Jenkins.
All right. Ms. Jenkins, what is the nature of your relationship to Ms. Gardner and Mr. Dix?
I know them through a family member, but I began to hang out with them more last year.
So what is it that you've observed that we need to know about?
Marcus, like she said, he's really flirtatious. He was really flirtatious. I know one of my friends, she used to tell me that he used to text her asking her to please her orally. She was actually my friend, but I was friends with her too. So, you know, I used to tell her, like, don't do that. Like, he got an old lady, you know.
If somebody don't want to talk to you no more, well, okay, yo, let me talk to you right quick. Yo, I don't want to talk anymore or something like that instead of just
But you're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Well, I think what's the point?
The point is, why are you writing about sexual activity? That's the problem. It's not that she had the gall to say, I don't like what's going on. It shouldn't have been anything going on to begin with.
Right.
All right, so do you believe that Mr. Dix is cheating?
I mean, yeah.
You do?
Yeah, just from the things that I've seen, I feel like if he's willing to, like, flirt with me, knowing that I know his old lady.
And we hang out often.
Period. Then he would do it he'll mess around with anybody.
Right.
All right, Ms. Jenkins, thank you very much. You can have a seat, please.
So here's the question I have, Ms. Gardner. If you find out that Mr. Dix is in fact cheating, what happens?
If I find out, well, when I find out the truth, I believe whichever direction it leads, it'll help guide me and give me that, I guess, push and, you know, to move forward, whichever direction that is.
You understand what's at stake here?
Yes, sir.
Because you've heard Ms. Gardner, you know how she feels. And it's come to this point.
Love, this is what we got. I think we got enough. One, we have the penis picture, and then we have the phone text messages indicating that he invited a woman over while she was at work. For all of these reasons, Ms. Gardner feels pretty sure that Mr. Dix is cheating. She's here for clarity so she can figure out, where do I go from here? But the one thing is for sure, there will be no marriage until she finds out what's going on.
To help her get that clarity, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, we will call certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt and forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is he cheating? Long, please escort our experts in. Good day, gentlemen. How are you all?
Good, Your Honor.
Great, sir.
It's good to see you. Now, Mr. Wolf, you performed a forensic voice analysis of Mr. Dix, is that correct?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Platt, you performed a polygraph examination, correct?
Yes, sir.
You asked Mr. Dix a series of questions and he gave you answers.
Yes, sir.
And you each analyzed those answers, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at the forensic voice analysis.
Did you have sexual intercourse with your coworker whom you sent a photo? No.
And Mr. Platt, you asked the identical question, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And what was his response?
He stated no.
Mr. Wolf, what did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The forensic voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Told you. Yes.
Mr. Platt, what did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
All right, Mr. Dix, you looking happy. All right.
Yeah.
You asked another question, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Let's take a look.
Did you have sexual intercourse with your coworker who admitted to Miss Gardner that you were pursuing her sexually? No.
And Mr. Platt, you asked the same question.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was his response?
He stated no, Your Honor.
All right. What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Platt?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
Hey.
so.
I see a smile on this side. I see confidence, brimming confidence on that side.
Yeah, but we got one more question. Mr. Wolf, let's look at what you asked him.
Since getting back together with your fiancé, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than Miss Gardner?
No.
Mr. Platt, you asked the same question.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get the same response?
I did.
All right, what did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The forensic voice analysis determined that he was also being truthful, Your Honor.
Myself right.
And Mr. Platt?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
All right.
Yeah. I might be a little flirtatious, but
Not a little, a lot.
I might be, but in the end of the day, I'm not going to cheat on you.
Mr. Dix, there's flirtation, and then there's crossing the line flirtation.
Right.
Everybody to some degree is a little flirtatious, whether they admit it or not. But when you cross the line and start sending explicit messages, I'm going to do this, sending pictures of yourself, you've crossed that line, and that's a line you can't cross.
All right.
Here's the thing. Relationships work when you decide to be your best self, regardless of what the person's doing. If you are being your best, Mr. Dix, it's gonna force her to pull up her game. And if you being your best, Miss Gardner, it's gonna force him to pull up his game. But if y'all both being petty, it just devolves. So be your best you in this relationship. And don't make that decision based on what he's doing or what she's doing. Base it on, I'm here because I want you to be happy. And if you make that your focus, all this other foolishness goes out the window. You ain't gonna have the energy to protect those other women.
You all have known each other for more than 20 years. You've been married for 16 years. And Miss Quinnie, you've brought your husband to court today because you believe he's cheating.
Yes, sir.
How did you two meet?
He's close to my family, and I'm close to his family, so we automatically knew each other. I moved to San Bernardino around 1996, and we were having, fun a lot when I went out there, and manager was like the life of the party, stripper, and hanging out and stuff like that, so.
Wait, a stripper?
Yeah, he was a stripper at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a melody I dance where I do, turn up.
Women like a man with moves, So I guess you bringing the moves.
Oh yeah, I got the moves.
Back in the day, you had the moves.
I still got the moves.
So you still got the moves.
Still got the
All right, so you broke that out on your wife.
Yes.
And you couldn't say no.
Nope.
Mr. Quinnie, what was it about her that made you say that's the one?
Man, that body. When I first seen her, I was like, I'm on it. I gotta get that. So.
At some point, this turned into marriage.
Tell us about that.
It was kind of like a crash, like, boom, we're getting married, He asked me that day, like, come on, let's get married. And I was like, we don't got nothing. We don't have no dress, no nothing. And he was like, we're going to the court. It was just a strange type of way to get married. But I was for it because, I loved him at this point, and I kind of would do almost anything that he would ask me damn near.
Okay, so Miss Quinnie, this is beautiful. You get married 16 years ago. What went wrong?
For my birthday, I wanted to go spend it with my auntie and a cousin that was in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Everything going good out there. And then the water bill popped up. I forgot to check the bill before I left. So therefore, the water got shut off. Okay. I had to send some money home, and my husband had to get his money together. And then we had a cousin staying with us that was helping out with the bills as well. So in the event of telling my cousin that, he need to give the money to manage, he then says, well, I'm not giving him anything because he been tricking.
Tricking means he's stepping out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it true?
Yes, Your Honor, it was true.
What did you find out?
So the cousin goes into the story of, he had a whole party here with this woman that he's tricking with. He said, I entered the house not knowing that there was a party going on. And he said, I also had your children. So then the cousin goes even deeper into it. He says, yeah, you know, after the party was over, then the lady was in your room, in your bed, in your lingerie.
Oh, no.
And they were playing soft music with the door closed.
Mr. Quinnie, you have this woman over at your house who at some point makes her way up to your bedroom with you.
In your wife's lingerie?
No. How could you see through the door with the door closed?
All right, was she in your wife's lingerie?
Hell no.
Was she in your marital bed with you?
Yeah.
All right, so tell us how you bring another woman into your bed that you share with your wife.
You know, we just started kicking and you know, it happened, but I never said that I'm not wrong. I know that I'm totally wrong. Like, as I admitted to her, I told her that I was wrong.
And how did you meet this woman while your wife was out of town?
Me and one of my homeboys, we had went to the club. Man, we just started talking, you know, this conversation.
Did you tell her you were married?
No. I didn't tell her that.
All right, Miss Quinnie, you find all this out. What do you do with this information?
Once he did admit it, my main thing was we need to separate. But after the separation, I went into investigation mode.
Right.
Where now I want to find out who is this woman? Why is she bold enough to come in my house?
So what did you do to investigate her?
So I go onto his page, and in the inbox, I ended up seeing like 2 different girls in the inbox, but one said, hey, bro, give me a call. So I went onto her page, and then I see that she is in my car, in my truck. And she's going live in my truck. She like, yeah, I'm in Vegas. And, you know, she all happy, and they listen to the music that I normally listen to in the truck. So I know it's my truck. I see the background of the truck, and I go, I go into her inbox, and then I say, are you sleeping with my husband? She sends me a laugh emoji. So then I keep questioning her, like, who are you? Were you in my home? So she sends me an emoji of a woman riding a man, and the emoji is real. It's like moving, and the bed is moving, and the girl is on top of the man riding it. So she's basically confirming that she slept with my husband in my bed, in my house.
Mr. Quinnie, how do you explain what's going on with this other woman?
People do a lot of crazy stuff in this world, you know, and I know I made some mistakes.
So that time in your home at the party, that wasn't your first time with this woman? It was not.
Right.
You had been with her multiple times. How long did this affair go on?
Maybe like a year.
A year.
Hearing all of this, what made you forgive him and take him back?
I took him back in March after we had a conversation, and it was the years that I put in. You know, I felt like I had wasted time, and I couldn't just walk away because I still had a 9-year-old.
Did you want to be with your wife?
Yeah, I told her everything.
So you haven't been with this other woman since March?
No.
But Miss Quinnie, you're afraid that he has been with this other woman?
Yes. I found a secret phone.
All right, tell me what happened.
I don't never get on my knees to look for nothing. But this day, I just had to get on my knees and look under the dresser for some strange reason. So I get down there, and I feel something like squarish and small, and I bring it out. It's a phone. I'm like, what this doing? And then I see it's been used, you know. There's been calls made from it, so I go into call log. First number I see is Angela's number.
And it's after March when you see this?
Yes, he had text messages back and forth between him and her.
Mr. Quinnie, why are you hiding a secret phone underneath your dresser?
Because I don't want CSI Miami to come get it.
All right, so you admit you had this secret phone,
right,
and you were hiding it from your wife,
right,
and you were using it to contact your other woman.
Right, right.
After you all reconciled in March, were you physically involved with this other woman?
No.
Do you believe him?
No.
All right, well, there's a husband side, there's a wife side, and there's the other woman's side. Now, you've never seen this other woman in person, have you?
No.
Well, she's here in our courtroom today. Ron, would you please escort the witness in?
Yes, Sean.
All right, would you state your name, please, for the court?
My name is Angela Davis.
And Ms. Davis, do you know Mr. Quinnie?
Yes, I do.
Right. How did you meet?
I met him at the club in Las Vegas. He was on the dance floor dancing, and I was like, damn, he getting it. So I was like, whoa, let me walk over there and see what's over here.
When you approached him and started talking to him, did he tell you that, hey, I'm married?
No, he did not.
So how soon after this meeting did you all have sex?
Soon as we got to the house, maybe a few hours later,
So you had sex with him that night
yes,
you met him?
Yes, we did.
At his house?
And it was on ever since.
Okay, wait a minute. You had sex with him that first night at his house?
Yes.
Did you sleep in his bed?
Yes.
When did you find out he was married?
When the water got cut off.
So how long had you all been in a relationship at that point?
For literally 9 months, almost a year.
Okay, but after you found out he was married, you've continued in this relationship.
No, I tried to stay distant as I can, but he just kept pressing me. Just kept calling me, you know?
So what's the nature of your relationship?
I love him. I ain't gonna lie. I do. And I understand him. I'm just gonna always be his friend. He can always call me and talk to me no matter what's going on, no matter how much, she not doing what she's supposed to do, because he is a home supporter and she do stay gone a lot.
Hold on. You can't attack his wife. That's not your space. Now, there's a girl code here. You get your own, and you leave somebody else's alone. You're beautiful. You're articulate. There is no reason why you can't go get your own man and not be sharing with anybody else. You deserve that. Miss Quinnie, what are you thinking right now?
I just feel like she thinks she know me. She don't know me. Everything that he told her, she thinks is real.
Tell Miss Davis what this has done to you.
To me, it made me bitter. He tells everybody all these bad things that I supposed to be doing just to have an excuse to go out and do the stuff he do. But if I was such a bad woman, he wouldn't be with me. But if, she in love with a man that came back to me. You know what I'm saying?
I sent him back to you. Tell the truth. You was in New York. I sent him home back to you to avoid all the drama, because I do care about your kids and your family. That's why I sent them back home, because if I didn't, we would have still been together right now.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Now, Mr. Quinnie testified that you all have not been together sexually since March of 2017. When is the last time that you have been sexually intimate with Mr. Quinnie?
Somewhere in July.
Of 2017?
Yes.
You told this court that you had not been with any other women since you and your wife reconciled in March of 2017. And that's not true, is it? You have been with Ms. Davis since March of 2017.
Yeah. I'm a man.
Also, being a man is...
Don't drag all of us into this. Don't drag all men into this, Mr. Quinnie.
Okay. He always have an excuse for his wrongdoing. I couldn't live with myself if I was the person she is. I would never deliberately try to hurt somebody or their family or make myself superior over them. And to me, he's allowing it because he's, you're interacting with her, you're with her. And then you just been with her. You just lied to me and said you haven't been, and you always say I did something.
But you're allowing him to play you. Mm-hmm. And you're too smart for that, because your intellect, your heart, your woman's intuition has told you he's not doing right.
Right.
And I understand why you've done it, because you're loving. I'm in love. It's a lot of stuff I might put up with if he was doing it.
Yeah. But I did it for my kids too, because we still have young children. I have a 9-year-old son, and I felt like he needed to be in his life,
Mr. Quinnie, do you want to continue to be married to your wife?
Yeah, I want my marriage. I ain't talking to them, I'm talking to you.
Since you say you want your marriage to continue, are you willing to tell Ms. Davis that this is over?
Well, I think you got your answer.
It's taking you that long? Do you want her?
Let me ask you point blank. Who do you want to walk out of this courtroom with? Miss Quinnie or Miss Davis?
My wife.
Now, the question is, are you going to be able to leave her here in this courtroom? So what do you want to say to Miss Davis if that's what you're going to do?
You know, Angela, we've been, you know, cool friends. We never had no disruptions, no fiery, nothing bad between us. But, you know, I got to be able to stick with my family.
Ms. Davis, are you willing to stay away from him?
In order to do that, I just have to block him out of my life, even though I know that temptation is hard, and I really do want to, see him pursue his career for culinary art school and further his education, which she's not going to allow him to do.
You don't know me, so I wish you quit talking like you do.
He would have been going to school and further his education.
How?
You always got him out there go-getting.
You know everything,
I know what
right?
I see.
You know everything. You don't know nothing.
Okay.
You don't know the 16 years I done with him.
That
we
don't
got
have
longevity,
nothing,
baby.
That don't
you
have
can
nothing
never
to
add up
do
to what I got with him. You can never
Girl,
add
that
up.
don't have
You're
nothing to do
miserable.
with
You ain't been trained well, and you need to go get your education while you work on education.
Ladies,
because you can't help him. You can't help him.
Miss
Quinnie, baby, I'm a hairstylist.
Miss Quinnie.
All right. You are here ready to tell this court that this is the last time you're going to look and see Mr. Quinnie.
Yep. It's the last time.
You all have been married for 5 years, and you have brought your spouse to court because you believe he's cheating. Is that correct, Ms. Gangaram?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if he is cheating, your marriage is done.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you tell the court about the warning signs you've seen regarding Mr. Gangaram and cheating?
Okay. Actually, Your Honor, I don't suspect he's cheating. I know he's cheating.
Oh.
Because he haven't touched me in 6 months. Now, you're a female, and you should know where I'm coming from.
Well, I'm married, and I know where you're coming from,
yes,
too.
Not touched me in 6 months, I'm young, and I'm horny, and I like to have sex. Like, when we first got together, it was like sex every day.
But we're married. We do have sex. Once, twice a month, that is great.
Nah.
But Mr. Gangaram, what are you here to show?
I'm here to show that I'm not cheating. I like to watch television. What does that have to do with sex?
Television.
So you agree that there's a decrease in activity?
Yes, there is.
But you're saying you're not cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
And you're saying it's because you're married?
Yeah.
That's why you're not having sex as regular?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Ooh, you making married people all over the world feel uncomfortable, because that is not what folk think.
Exactly.
Usually it is, no, she's exaggerating. It's not that long. He's like, yeah, it is. Yeah.
No.
Well, why?
And I'm good with it.
We're married.
Yeah, like it's
that's
okay.
the worst advertisement for marriage ever.
Yeah, I like watching TV. That's a problem.
It is a problem.
But you say you're not cheating.
I'm just building up energy, Your Honor.
No. Your Honor, I have called me a divorce lawyer because it's a difference building up energy and satisfying your wife.
She saw she got him on speed dial.
Yeah. And so the results of this investigation mean everything as it relates to your marriage.
Yes.
Do you understand that, Mr. Gangaram?
Yes, I understand that, Your Honor.
As a judge, Mr. Gangaram, I look at signs, and I watch the people who are in front of me. We've only been talking for a few minutes, and you sweating, and that's a sign of guilt. It's not just like I'm a little warm. You are sweating profusely.
Before we got in here, nervous.
And that's a sign of guilt.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You made a statement earlier. You said in the beginning it wasn't like that.
No, in the beginning it was every day, 2-3 times a day. Like it was like we was high school kids.
But where did you all meet?
We met. He came out to my apartment one day. And he came to fix my cable, and it was like immediately attraction. And he fixed the cable, and later on that night he came back.
Oh man, this is a cable guy story for real.
Yeah. The cable guy came by to fix the cable.
Basically, I seduced him. I did seduce him because I was standing outside barefooted. My hair was sticking up on my head. I had on some little shorts. And he was like, you the girl that I'm supposed to fix your cable? And I was like, yes, come on in. And soon he hit that door, I was like, me and my kids are hungry. Could you help us out?
Oh, man.
Went into his wallet, gave me money for some food, and I was like, yes, happy. Later on that night, I get a bang at the door, and I looked out the window, I said, this man back at this door, what is he up to? But as soon as he hit the door, the way he looked at and smelled, I just immediately started ripping his clothes off, and we just immediately started having sex.
All right.
And we were just doing it.
Bow wow. Yep.
And after that, we got us a place together, and we lived together. We didn't separate from the day I met him, and I married him.
But you know what? I'm listening to you tell this story, and it's with this heart and this feeling and this depth. How do we go from what you're describing to him standing in front of me and you accusing him of cheating?
Because one day I came home, I had been out all day running errands. The house was quiet and the bathroom door was closed, and all I heard was, And I was like, so I didn't tap on the door, I just backed away from the door, and then I went around the corner because the way the bathroom around in the house, and then I peeked back around. He come out the restroom with a big, I'm like, what was you doing in there? We have a window in our bathroom, so I don't know, did the woman go out the bathroom? Was you FaceTiming somebody? But you was doing something because I heard a female voice. I know what I heard. Oh, and I know it was something.
Mr. Gangaram, did you hear the that she described?
Yeah, it was the movie.
Wait, do that again, Mr. Cutlers.
I can't do it the way she did it. She heard it firsthand. I'm just hearing it secondhand.
That's your story?
Yeah, so I can't do it the way she did it.
That's the story you gonna go with?
That's what I'm sticking with. Okay, so was there another woman involved with this?
No.
You just
she
watched
thinks it's someone that was in the bathroom, but that window's too small to go out. I was just watching a movie, Your Honor.
No other person involved?
No other person involved.
Okay.
Your Honor, this girl, another incident. I was going through his phone.
Oh, boy.
And I seen where he said, what you look like. He was texting some woman, and I think he was trying to describe how I looked, how he wanted her to look. He was like, I need you to be 24, I need you to be young, black, skinny, which I'm not skinny, you could tell that. I'm not skinny at all.
Wait a minute, hold up. You're going through his phone.
Yep, and I found...
And you found text messages between him and some young
I gave it to the courts also.
Right, you submitted that to the court, right?
All right, here it is.
Yeah.
It says...
What do you look like?
I'm 24, young, small waist, cute in the face, and big...
Tease. Okay. And so he responds, sounds nice.
If you want to come by here, here's the address.
And then disappear for 3 hours from home. I'm like, babe, really? Like, really?
Look, I just went for a drive. That's it. Just to clear my head. That's it.
And the address was in there?
Yes.
And you went to that address?
I went to the address. He wasn't there.
Mr. Gangaram, I mean,
yes,
who was the woman who was 24, young, small waist, cute in the face, and with big T's?
I don't know. I don't know what that is, Your Honor.
Did you contact this woman?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Did you have sex with this woman?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Did you go and see her big T's?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
You see how this looks, right? I mean, just put yourself...
I know. It looks real messed up, guilty.
And all the sweating. You know, that
He
doesn't
nervous. Sweat, I never seen him sweat like this before.
I'm just hot, that's it.
All right, Ms. Gangaram, have you ever caught him with a woman?
No, but I have caught him I heard a conversation in a car with him. Is this another incident? He thought he had hung up on me. I was still on the phone. I think I stayed on the phone at least 30 to 40 minutes before he realized that the phone was on. I heard a woman saying, turn left, turn right, go left, go right.
Okay, wait a minute. So you have gotten off the phone, but he doesn't know he's not hung up the phone.
Yes.
So you can hear a woman in the background giving directions.
Yes.
So it was a GPS app that you heard, or was it a woman?
No. It was a woman in the car with him. Asked her to see her private parts.
Oh, well, that's not GPS.
And she was like, I'm gonna show it to you, just turn right. That's how she was talking. I don't know what was an old woman, but this how the woman sound. I'm gonna show it to you, just turn right. This how she sound. No, go up this way, go down this way. He was like, just let me see it, let me see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Like,
So
seriously.
clearly that wasn't a GPS unless you got grumpy woman voice.
That was.
And he's asking to see her private
and that's
part.
when I realized he don't know I'm still on his phone.
And this woman's like, I'm gonna let you see it.
She was
Now
like,
see this, turn right.
This how she turned. She was like, turn left, turn right. And I was like, and I asked him, I said, who was in the car with you? He said, who was that in the car with you? He denied that. He said some woman was standing on the corner. She asked for a ride. Her name was, what's her name were?
I don't know her name.
So you can't, wait a minute.
I'm dying to hear the explanation for this one.
A person needed a ride. I gave them a ride. And I asked them to do their thing. A person I don't know.
Do you understand how ludicrous that sounds?
Yeah.
That you're in a major metropolitan city, you pick up a stranger on the corner, and then at some
That
point...
has a voice like this.
Yeah.
Turn left, I don't know what
Like what?
Like this. Turn left, turn left. You like that, huh?
But it in the inside.
And then,
voice sound.
you know, not talking about the weather, not talking about the sports team, not talking about anything else. Show me your privates. That's where you go with this stranger.
That's turn right, I show to you.
Okay, turn right. Go up the little street.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but
That's how you living.
that's how I just wanted her to get off the phone. She kept blowing me up all night long.
Did you
So I
see it?
asked the person to do that for me. After it was all said and done, the person got out of my car.
Did you see it?
See what? No, I didn't see anything.
That was he saying.
Weren't you concerned asking a woman that you don't know, allegedly, let me see your privates? Did you think she might hit you, slap you, stab you? I mean, I'd be scared to ask somebody something like that.
I wasn't thinking about none of that, Shauna.
Clearly. I don't know that you were thinking about anything when you did that.
Or she might have looked at you and said, I'm gonna knock you out. You know, that's...
Oh, you got your version of it too, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doing something. He's cheating.
It sounds like to me, if you want to get him in bed, you go, come here. And he might be all over you.
Come here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I think that I got the cure. Just go down.
Yeah, come on, let me get in the car with you.
All right, well, Mr. Cutter, I think we have more than enough evidence.
And...
It's a doozy.
Yeah, she overhears you in your car on the phone after you think you've hung up, but you haven't, and there's a woman's voice on there who's giving you more than just directions.
That's how you
turn right.
Yeah.
To the point
turn left.
Where let me
Wanna
see
see it?
let me see your privates.
And then the big one, Cutler, no pun intended, is that they have not had sex in 6 months. All of
That's
this.
the point.
All of this is the evidence we've had.
And you see how that looks, right?
I mean, from a standpoint, yeah, it looks guilty, but I'm not guilty.
You still deny that
I still deny it all.
Because of these questions regarding Mr. Gangram's activities on his phone and tablet, the court would like to call digital forensic consultant Patrick Seward, who has done a full investigation to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report again.
Patrick Seward. Let's go to the witness stand. Thank you.
How are you, Mr. Seward?
Doing well. How are you, Your Honors?
I'm great.
Good to see you.
I'm
Good to
great.
see you.
We're great. So, could you share for the courtroom record your credentials?
Yeah, I have about 10 years experience conducting high-tech criminal investigations, including digital forensic analysis, graduate of several digital forensic courses through the National Computer Forensic Institute and the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, and a court-certified expert witness in digital forensics.
All righty.
Did you uncover anything suspicious or of note in Mr. Gangram's phone?
I did find several pictures of a naked woman that were sent to Mr. Gangaram. Looks like in a bathroom, in several stages of undress.
Tell you like them.
All right.
You have those with you?
I do.
Okay.
Another bathroom moment.
He like them bathroom actions, Your Honor. Take me in the bathroom. I wish
All right,
you would.
this...
Ooh!
There are two pictures of, it appears to be the same woman. One is a picture of her from the back. She's nude. There's a second one where she's dropping it like it's hot.
And she's got on tall heels.
But nothing else.
That's all she got.
Very distinct pictures of her derriere.
Yes. Are you familiar with these pictures?
Yes, I downloaded it, Your Honor.
So who is this woman?
I don't know who that woman is, Your Honor.
You still sticking to it?
I'm still sticking to it.
Him. That's him.
I'm still sticking to it.
Well, In order to further investigate this matter, at this time the court would like to call licensed private investigator and polygraph examiner Kendall Schull. Ron, would you please escort him into the courtroom?
Yes, you lead him to the table.
Mr. Schull, how are you?
Good, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm great. You asked Mr. Gangaram some questions, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. You asked him, did you have physical sexual contact with the woman, Miss Gangaram, overheard giving you directions, and you asked to see her private parts? What was his response?
His response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
See that? All that. It was all a setup, Your Honor.
Ain't no setup.
It
I
was a
still ain't
setup.
had no sex.
It's still a setup.
If I'm not getting it, who getting it?
All right, we better find out.
Well, we're about to find out. Since July 2014, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Miss Gangaram that she doesn't know about? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that it was being deceptive.
Oh my God, y'all leave baby for real?
So what guns are you sticking to, Mr. Gangaram? Your wife is standing here with tears rolling down her face. We say in this courtroom, it is better for you to tell your story than Mr. Schull or Mr. Seward or any of our other experts. Are you going to tell your story?
No, I'm not going to tell my story, Your Honor.
Mr. Schull, what else did he share with you?
He just shared with me that he did have sexual contact 1 or 2 times that his wife is unaware of while they've been together.
Did you tell him that?
Here you go.
Yes, I did.
There you go.
I only had sex one time outside of our marriage when we first started. That was back in 2014.
We were married then, though. I can't continue in this marriage, though. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You all are dating, you've been together for 3.5 years, and you've discussed the next step in your relationship, but that next step depends on what happens here today. Is that correct, Mr. Foster?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, you've opened this case. Tell us why.
Okay, so basically, like you said, I'm dating now, but not just to date. I'm actually looking for my queen, looking for my wife. I thought I found someone, and suspicion and just her actions, the way she do stuff, is leading me to think differently. So, yeah.
So wait a minute, hold on, Mr. Cutler. We got a unicorn. We got a unicorn right here. They live.
But you know, your oldest son is like that. He was kind of a one-woman person that likes to settle down. I mean, that's just his personality.
Yeah, we let note to file.
But you want that stable life. You find your queen, but you can't because you think that she is cheating on you.
Yeah, I had my fun times. We both had our fun times, and I felt like we both were putting it to the side, but it doesn't seem like it on her part. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Miss Terry.
No.
You got a young man who's ready to step up to the plate.
No.
But you're not.
He's not ready to step up?
No.
Okay, tell me why you say no.
Besides him being goofy, always lying and always hiding stuff, he's always accusing me of cheating. And I don't know what more I can do to prove that I'm really in this relationship, but I'm really tired of it at this point. So I love him, like I want to be with him and I want us to really grow and to get somewhere and take the next steps within our relationship, but I can't do that if he's always accusing me of something that I'm not doing.
So, Mr. Foster, we've got this tension in your relationship. Did something happen to cause this? What went wrong?
Recently, with her phone, I just feel like her phone is the devil.
Her phone is the devil.
Her phone itself is the devil. Like, if you guys have some time, I can show you a demo of what I kind of put together to kind of break down what I mean by saying that.
Okay, sure. Step over to the monitor, please. Her phone is the devil.
The phone is the devil. I've heard it called a lot of things, but not that one.
I want to see this.
See, I'm country, you guys, so I like to shoot it like it is, so.
And the phone actually have horns.
Yeah.
Okay. We just missing the pitchfork at this point.
Like so basically, she's sneaky. Like you said, we've been together for going on 3+ years now, the sneakiness, like, why can't you look at a text message when you get it when we're in the car together? Why do I have to go pump gas for you to pull out your phone? Or it's like little stuff like, if I did the same thing, it'd be a problem. But the fact that you do it, I'm insecure because I'm addressing it. So that's the sneakiness.
All right, so she's sneaky with her phone. What else?
Next slide. Basically, she goes radio silent. Basically, we're in a relationship. It shouldn't be a point where I don't know what you got going on. We should have the utmost communication skills. Like, I'm trying to put my life into you. Like, I should know what's going on. And I don't have a problem with letting you know everything what's going on with me. Why do you have to drop off the face of the map when you're so quote unquote busy?
I'm a busy woman. Like, I'm not connected to my phone. Like, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. If I have stuff to do, I can't be on the phone. That distracts me. Like, I'm trying to start my business. I'm trying to just be young, live my life. But he's always texting me like, hey, what you doing? Where you at? Who you with? Like, what you ate? I'm like, I have stuff to do. Like, I need to put my phone down. That's annoying.
I think he's lavishing her with attention. I don't know that it's being,
That's not
worrisome.
attention. That is not attention.
That's not attention?
No,
overbearing. That's.
So what we have here, Mr. Cutler, is too much and not enough. All right, go ahead. What else
she's
we got?
sneaky, radio silent.
She goes
what
radio
else?
silent. Next slide would be just social media in itself. Like she said, she is a businesswoman. I'm understanding of all that. But basically, when we chilling, if I'm seeing your phone, ding, ding, all this, Snapchat, Instagram notification, Facebook notification, but you don't never check it. But back to the sneaky, it's like when I'm not around, I see you checking it then. If you're a businesswoman, why can't you hop on your business and go ahead and check it while I'm right here? That's what it should be.
Because I'm giving you my attention. It's like you complain that I don't give you attention. You complain that I'm being too sneaky.
Your Honor, can I
But when
finish?
I'm around you, like, I'm giving you the attention that you're asking for, but you want me to be on my phone.
Okay, Mr. Foster, let me have you step back to the podium.
Right.
I mean, Ms. Terry, she makes a good point. Ms.
I was going to say,
You're
she
giving
made a
him
good point.
attention.
Right.
I mean, you have people complaining about you're always on the phone when we're together, you're always on the phone when we're together. So this is her chance to spend time with you, and when because you'd be complaining if she was always on the phone when you were with her, right?
Mr. Cutler, I honestly, something slipped my mind a second. I seized the opportunity to go into her direct messages, and I saw some stuff that kind of just like added fuel to why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. I saw messages like heart eyes and it's your business related, but I'm seeing heart eyes and winky faces,
I can't control that.
emoticons. I also agree you can't control that, but at the same time, when a guy is saying, I want to see you again implies it's happened already,
I've
right?
seen you before.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's happened
there's a
before.
prior.
Again, it's the second time, third time, possibly. I don't know.
When somebody takes it to that level and they step the lines of, okay, we're doing this business and personal, and you start flirting, I don't respond to that. Like, he just sees what people are sending me, and I can't control that.
And you know what? I understand your point, but I don't agree with it 100%. He doesn't see you shutting it down. It's like, well, I can't control what other people do, so if they want to send me flirty messages, they want to send me all this, I think that's where your concern is. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I honestly feel like a queen would do that. Like, it should be known to shut it down.
So this whole thing with the phone and her messages and all that, that's what's giving you some ideas that make you think she's cheating.
Not just that.
Why do you think she's cheating now?
I was about to say, not just that. Honestly, the last few months, she's been working on her business, like she says, and I'm very supportive of it. I like it.
No, you're not.
Oh.
No, you're not.
What kind of business is this?
I own my own candle company.
Candle?
Yeah.
You make candles?
Yeah, I make my own
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so she's got this candle business. Why do you think she's cheating?
So basically, I was headed to her house, and I did text her and let her know, like, hey, I'm on the way. And she texted me back, but I'm driving. I don't text and drive because I'm a good citizen.
Oh, my God.
So I didn't...
The look on her face, man.
I didn't get the response text of, wait. She was telling me not to come yet. But I was already there. I'm in the parking lot, so I'm coming in. So as I come in, I go upstairs. I see her doing the candle stuff, and I greeted her. We hug and stuff. As soon as I let go of the hug, I see a guy sitting on her bed.
In the bedroom?
I get you in the candle business, but when that candle in the bedroom, what kind of business is that? Like, it don't really add up.
All right.
Okay. Miss Terry, now we're talking candles in the bedroom. I mean, how big is the candle business?
Really, Mr.
Cutler? That's what we doing.
Yeah, I mean, she's talking about her business. She runs her business, and I want to know, You got candles in the bedroom, candle making in the bedroom. Is that all that's being made in the bedroom?
That is all that's being made in the bedroom. It was nothing other than literally working on my candles.
So you walk in, you see your girlfriend in her bedroom with another man. What happened?
What'd you say to him?
Yeah.
It was like a greeting, like, hey, and he was just being all normal, like trying to act like it wasn't nothing, but it just, you can feel, like your man intuition kicked in. Like, it just didn't.
Man intuition?
Yeah, we got one too.
Okay, all right.
You know, as quiet as it's kept.
Very quiet, like silent.
No, as quiet as it's kept, men have intuition too. We got common sense. We can see when things are not like something's going on.
Is there anything else that makes you think that she is in fact cheating?
Okay, the main thing, and this one kind of really hurt me the most, like, I'm a sneaker person.
Okay.
I didn't really get into it at the beginning, but we basically met in Albany, Georgia, and we both were working at a shoe company. And this is after the candle situation. I come to her house, and I was chilling, she was gone, and I was looking at her closet, and she likes to gift me stuff. So I see a nice sneaker box, like a nice brand. Well, Your Honor, I wear a size 13.
Uh-huh.
That's the shoe in question right here.
Okay.
That's me size 11.
Okay.
So it wasn't your size?
It's not my size.
So you're in a relationship, so she should know your shoe size, and she's your girlfriend. She should know.
Yeah.
So, Miss Terry, how do you make a mistake like that?
Well, it's the mall, it's a Saturday, I have stuff to do, I'm literally trying to get in and out. I tell them the shoe size I need, they bring me out the box, I check out. I didn't think nothing of it. So when he mentioned it that it was the wrong shoe size, I didn't even realize it until he brought it up. So literally, I took the shoes back, and then he's like, well, where's the receipt for the shoes? I'm like, I took them back. You're accusing me of cheating. You don't get no receipt. You don't get no new shoes. Like, that's it.
You're done.
Okay.
Right, I'm done. I'm not getting you no shoes. You're accusing me of cheating.
All right, so Mr. Foster, I mean,
this makes
mistakes
sense.
happen.
Your Honor, this is a big mistake and a lot of coincidences for this to be one of those. Basically, long story short, the shoe that she says she returned, I have a coworker that says he basically received a pair of shoes from a girl, and I know he wears a size 11. So when this shoe comes up missing, I basically see the shoe on his foot within a week later. The same exact shoe. Now, these are premium shoes. You can't just go get it all willy-nilly. What's the chances of him having the exact shoe, same size, and the cherry that takes it all? He's told me before that before he knew that me and you were involved, he's told me he had the looks for you anyway. And also, he told me he got the shoe from a girl that we work with. All three of us work together.
Miss Terry, I mean, okay. You see how this looks from our standpoint, right?
I know how it looks. And
Okay.
It looks like, it was a mistake. They make more than one pair of shoes. That's number one. Number two, if we're dating at the job, I can't even imagine how many other people are dating at the job. And just because somebody has the looks for me, I'm cute. I cannot help that. Like, that's just like.
All right, know your truth. So, Mr. Cutler, I think we got enough. I think we understand why they're here.
We do.
We do.
They are missing on so many different levels.
So many different
disconnected.
levels. So here's what we got. This is the evidence. One, he thinks that she's going out on dates with other men. She thinks he's giving shoes to other men. And the killer, that she's making wax and burning wax with another man that was in her bedroom. For all these reasons, Mr. Foster is sure that Miss Terry is cheating. And he has said, look, I'm not out here dating just to date. I'm dating to look for my queen, for my future bride, and I don't want to waste no time. So if she's cheating, he's going to lace up his size 13s and he's going to moonwalk on out of this relationship. Am I right, Mr. Foster?
Yes, ma'am, just to show.
To help you all figure it out, this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Shull in.
Kendall Shull.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Your Honor, I wanted to be an FBI agent since I was a sophomore in high school. I decided that's what I wanted to do. I was privileged enough to do that. When I retired, I was chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program, relocated to Knoxville, Tennessee, where I set up my own practice.
All right.
Now, you conducted a polygraph examination of Miss Terry, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You asked Miss Terry, have you had sexual intercourse with the male friend that was sitting on your bed who you said was helping you with your candle business. What was her response to that question?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
No candles being burned.
In the bedroom?
In the bedroom.
At least not with other men.
Not with other men.
There you go. You asked Miss Terry, did you purchase the size 11 sneakers for a man other than Mr. Foster? What was her response to that question?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Terry's already chewing on him. She's like, I told you. The last question was, you asked Miss Terry, since getting back together with Mr. Foster, have you had sexual intercourse with another man? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined on this one that she was also being truthful.
Miss Terry.
I'm tired, and I'm glad that, you know, he has the proof that I haven't been cheating on him, and I'm really trying to be in this relationship, and I really need you to stop accusing me of stuff that I'm not doing. It's not fair to me, and it's not healthy for me.